There's something different about Austin Reeves this season.
Reeves has it, 5 seconds to go. Reeves on the drive, inside layup, he banks it in with 1 second remaining, no timeout.
Yeah, despite the Lakers having somewhat of an up and down season, Austin Reeves has gone from strength to strength, averaging a career high in points, assists, minutes, and steals, and those numbers have only improved since returning from injury over a month ago, with him averaging over 20 points, 7 assists, and nearly 5 boards in that period of time. And you could call it a small sample size, but this is the first time in his career where Austin Reeves has been given legitimate control of this Lakers offense and has been allowed to play like a point guard, creating for not just himself, but for others as well. And not only have his numbers been great, but the Lakers have been winning as a result of Reeves' play. And whether you think he is an all-star level player or not, which those numbers are getting close to, one thing is for certain. This is one of the absolute best contracts in the NBA, because 4 years, $54 million for a guy who can give you almost 20 points and 8 assists a night? That is insane. And with that in mind, he is the difference maker for this Lakers team, because he's no longer just a solid, fun role player. He is a legitimate third option on a championship team, if they can figure out the rest of the team. But I'm not here to do Rob Pelinka's job. I'm here to talk about Austin Reeves, because he deserves a lot of credit himself. And whilst his scoring has been great most of the season, and in particular recently, it's been his playmaking that has really stood out. Like here where Hayes sets the screen for Reeves to curl into a three-pointer, but with Williams closing out aggressively, he puts the ball on the floor, draws Claxton, and the perfect right-hand lob over his shoulder to Hayes for the dunk. And that's the advantage of being a 3-level scorer. Now, if you want to see something really nice, watch here as Reeves initially finds LeBron with the pocket pass. LeBron kicks it to Hayes, who kicks it back to Reeves, and it's that pump fake into a pass back to LeBron, who had relocated to the corner for the 3. Those are the kind of plays that can turn a team from okay, or maybe even good, to great. The understanding of when and where your teammate is going to be at just the right times. And Austin has a habit of knowing exactly that, despite remaining humble. Yeah, but it's not about me, and it's about everybody putting me in positions to be successful. The coaching staff, players, obviously making shots, and I'm kind of just out there passing it to the open person. He says this, but don't be fooled by the humility. He is a very, very good passer, and it's more than just passing it to the open person. An aspect of Reeves' passing that I think is really elite is the placement of his passes. Just take this play for example, where it's a semi-transition opportunity, and with Christie open in the corner, Reeves makes that cross-court pass to him. But what's important here is he puts that pass on the money, just to the left of Christie, which means the defender coming from right of screen can't get there in time. How about this time with LeBron? Look at him working against Denny, and watch him spot LeBron making his patented backdoor cut, and he puts it in the perfect spot for LeBron to catch it in stride for the dunk. Having the ability to recognize that cut whilst trying to create a shot for yourself shows you that Reeves has that instinctual creative ability that you associate with elite point guards. And like I mentioned before, a big part of playmaking is based on how the defense guards you. So when he says he's just passing to the open player, a big reason players are open is because the defense respects him as a scorer, which opens up opportunities in pick and roll situations for his bigs, or if that extra defender slides over, it can open it up for a corner 3. Now, with all of this talk about Reeves' playmaking, let's not forget he's a very good scorer as well. It's easy to look at the 18 points per game and think that's okay in a league where almost everyone seems like they can put up 18 points a game, but we should also know that not all averages are created equally. And with Reeves, you get someone who can provide spacing on catch and shoot threes. He is a smart cutter. He can come off dribble dribble handoffs and knock down threes. He can drive to the basket, and he also has that in-between game as well, making him a legitimate 3-level scorer, which is why even before he made this leap, his scoring was translating to the playoffs. And it's his in-between game that I particularly love, because that's what separates him from other guys who might just be good shooters and slashers. Like here where he gets the screen from Hayes, and with Jovic on his back, look at Reeves really use his body to seal Jokic out and then put up the floater, which is goaltended. Or how about this move? He sets up Herter like he's going around the AD screen, but as he turns his head, it's that quick change of speed and then the little Euro inside of Len before floating it in. And that's what you'll notice with Reeves on a lot of these buckets. It's his ability to use screens or his shooting threat to create that initial driving angle on his defender, and once he has that angle, he does such a great job at keeping the defender where he wants them, also using that threat as a passer to keep the big at bay. In saying that, he also has the ability to get those isolation buckets as well when needed, using his craft and quickness against bigger defenders or using his strength against guards, like here against Jalen Green where he just bumps him off the ball and he freezes for just a second to throw Dylan Brooks off before floating it in. This is where you see the similarities to guys like Jalen Brunson or Luka Doncic, who might not be the quickest players in the league, but it's the combination of footwork, IQ, and shot making, which is a very important aspect as well, that really makes them so difficult to guard. And Reeves has only become more difficult to guard as a scorer, with his playmaking now improving and vice versa, leaving defenses in two minds constantly. And yes, we do have to mention the fact that he is also good at drawing free throws. He's a guy who has earned that reputation similar to Jalen Brunson and Trae Young and Damian Lillard, which is a little bit strange considering he only averages 4 free throws a game, and with the efficiency at which he hits his free throws, it just makes his scoring all the more effective. Now, in saying this, no one is perfect, and JJ Redick has given Reeves the right combination of trust in his game, but also accountability because of that trust he has. He has a daring mentality. When he's played the right way, is a primary creator and taking the right shot, made the right passes, I'll be honest with you, he's played at an all-star level. It's when the game kind of goes sideways. It's like you can't get out of character. You can't then decide, I'm going to take bad shots because I haven't had a shot in a while. Our team needs you to play the right way every time. And I think the importance of Reeves shows up in the numbers, with the Lakers offense over 8 points better with him on the floor versus off floor. And the crazy part is, they are drastically better with Reeves on the floor and LeBron off the floor versus the other way around, which isn't to slander LeBron, but it shows that as a primary option, as a primary creator, Austin Reeves can be a part of a really great offense, and alongside AD and LeBron, I don't think it's a stretch to call this a big three. Now, if you made it all the way to the end of the video and want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. That would be cool. Dropping a like on the video would be nice. Most importantly, have a great day. Bye.